What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don. I'm back with another video. Today we gotta talk about my favorite topic of the past, man. Remember when I first started this channel, I always used to talk about Big Baller Brand and Lavar Ball, Lonzo, and now LaMelo. I even made the Liangelo video. Check that out, by the way. My Liangelo Ball video, Why He Deserves a Chance, is actually my highest viewed video on this channel so far. So definitely check that out. I've always been a fan of Big Baller Brand. And my thing now that I wanted to talk about today is the potential cash cow that Big Baller Brand really is, and they're not taking advantage. Especially Lonzo is not taking advantage at this point. I know that there were some things going on where supposedly one of the guys that was running a Big Baller Brand for them was taking money from them and stuff like that. Stuff like that happens. But that doesn't mean that you completely ignore and throw away a product that can make you guys millions in the future. And I'm saying this now because LaMelo is up next now. That's how fast time goes. He's up next to be drafted in the NBA. And that's a separate video I might make. But I'm telling you guys this is because I never understood why once this was introduced, regardless of what happened with the money stealing situations, La, Lonzo should have been pushing more for the big baller brand endorsement, and I hope Lamelo does the same. I hope that LaMelo realizes that, man, you don't have to be signed to Jordan. You don't have to be signed with Adidas. You don't have to be signed to any of the big brands right now. Why not just make your own brand? There's nothing better than trying to make your own brand when you are already endorsing your own products. It was one of the reasons why they chose not to go to college after Lonzo. I'm talking about Liangelo and I'm talking about LaMelo. These are the things that you have to start doing when now that you're a young athlete. You know what I mean? The NCAA is already giving you such a hard time, and they're realizing they're losing money with all these guys going to the G League and stuff like that. And that's another video as well that I'm probably get into sometime, maybe in a couple of weeks or so, in the next couple of days. I got videos for days. But I'm telling you, Big Baller Brand is a cash cow waiting to happen. And I feel like with the Suns, if LaMelo and Lonzo could start this, you could have potential prospects in the future who would want to join Big Baller Brand also. It could be a big family business. For the first time, it's very rare that you have potential three brothers, and I'm even including Liangelo in the three brother conversation, of course. You guys know how I feel about him. If it's three brothers and a whole family that are starting their own brand and they actually make it to either professional or semi professional basketball, that is a great business. That is a great business. But sometimes, once you have stuff like this that's done for the first time, you start to see things like people making fun of the shoes, people laughing at the shoe price. And you know what? That is something maybe that they can look into in the future. If you go onto the Big Baller Bear website, I'm looking at G3 Lux Patriots, right? They cost 189. They're a little expensive. They're a little expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're a little expensive, but for the stuff that's expensive on there, if LaMelo starts playing really good along with Lonzo, and Lonzo chooses to endorse the product again, which he probably won't because he covered up the tattoo of Big Baller Brand that he had with a pair of dice, which is okay if he doesn't like it. But I'm telling you, for LaMelo, this is one of the biggest life investments that you can make, to have a business to start with your father when you're young, and now you made it to the NBA and you can make that name under Big Baller Brand. And from Big Baller Brand shoes, you can branch out to anything. Do you know how many of these guys secretly are jealous of you guys to have something like this? It's a very rare opportunity that you have three brothers in your family who are very good at basketball in their own ways. You know what I mean? To start your own brand, they have to. I feel like it's being wasted. It's being absolutely wasted. I would be pushing forward this, especially as Lamelo is definitely going to be a top pick in this year's draft, whenever the draft is. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give you guys some updates on Big Baller Brand because supposedly they're trying to do some type of deal with Puma since maybe it's not confirmed, but they're looking at potentially collaborating with Puma since JC's agency basically signed all three brothers. You know what I'm saying? So now what you have, JayZ. Why do you think JayZ is on this? JayZ sees what's going on here, and more people need to start looking at this from a business sense. It's like, wow, this is probably one of the best things that could ever happen in the NBA in today's climate, especially with marketing being so easy with social media that we have. You know what I'm saying? So it says here that CEO Lavar Ball joined host Zach Corps, whatever, to discuss a handful of topics. The recent signing of Ball's three sons, Lonzo, LaMelo, and LiAngelo, to JC's Rock Nation Sports last month. Given JayZ's ties to Puma Basketball, where he currently serves as brand creative consultant, the future product appears to be a natural progression. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what can come of these things. You just don't know what can come of these things. JayZ realizes that you got three kids here who could potentially make you millions if you market it the right way with their own brand. Let's say they do a Puma collaboration, Big Baller Brand, and lower the price to uh, make it $80. And LaMelo starts playing very well his first year. People are gonna buy that thing like crazy. What? I don't understand. I just don't. I know this stuff, but you know what? The stuff with the money for Lonzo is one thing, because I think it's an excuse for Lonzo, because if you look at this, you have the opportunity to make way more than that over your career earnings. You know what I'm saying? And I think for Lonzo, what it was, since he was the first one up, so it was kind of the test run for how people would judge the shoes. I think people laughing at him, and fellow teammates and stuff like that, celebrities alike. I think that's what was getting to Lonzo when it comes to the shoes, because he kind of likes to, like, once you make it to the NBA, you kind of want to be respected. You don't want to be somebody that's laughed at all the time. Oh, man, you got big baller brand shoes. Look at them shoes, boy. Nah. Feel me? Like I feel like a lot of that stuff was going on. But me, if it was me, I would have kept my head down. It's like, oh, you guys watch. Because once I start balling in the NBA and my brothers come in the NBA, we gonna take over the whole league with Big Brother Brand, and all your sons and your kids are gonna buy it eventually. That's how I see this business. It's all funny until it works. You know what I mean? They call Kobe crazy and MJ crazy, but once they start winning, oh yeah, he was a tough teammate. It's hard to play with him, but we won and we had a good winning mentality. That's always what you're gonna hear in the end. When people start winning, everybody wants to join the team. But nobody starts winning in the beginning. Everybody loses in the beginning. So to win, you must find out what works for your team or your brand in this case, and go through the trials and errors. And from there, you will have an established brand. I am telling you, Big Baller Brand is a cash cow. Big Baller Brand is a cash cow waiting to happen. And I know LeVar Ball knows this. And I know that he can convince LaMelo to really take this thing forward. Because once LaMelo is the most popular one out of all three brothers, to be honest with you. He was always seen as the one with the most talent. You know what I'm saying? Even more than Lonzo. Imagine LaMelo starts coming onto the court with some crazy colored Big Baller Brand shoes that are comfortable to wear, a little bit cheaper. Oh my God. That's what you need in the NBA. You need individualism. You know what I mean? You can't always be the same athlete wearing Nike, Adidas all the time. Why? Why not separate from the mold and start your own? That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Why not start your own? I don't understand. But let your boy Don know in the comment section. I think Big Baller Brand is gonna work eventually if they really keep it up. Mark my words. Let your boy Don know what you think of Big Baller Brand. Should they scrap it? Should they keep it? How do you think it's gonna fare in the NBA? Does LeVar Ball still have a shot, or is he still crazy as always? Check out my other videos, man. I got many more on the way, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace. I'm out.